places, everyone. We're on in 30 seconds. Lisa, do the safety announcement.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the main house lights will be turned down during the show, so please use caution if you must move around during the show. And since this is a live recording that will be broadcast to the entire country, please be respectful of those on stage and around you. And please remember to silence your cell phones.
What's a cell phone?
I have no idea, but it's written here, so I said it. Oh, look, there's a description. Apparently, it makes a loud noise at sensitive or inopportune times.
Good to know. Hey, look at that lady in the front row. She didn't even glance at her purse. Probably thinks her cell phone sounds nice.
Yeah, I bet her camel is double parked out front, too. Oh, look at the time. Go live, go live!
Shalom, and welcome to Access Jerusalem. I'm Ziva Goldberg, your host. Later on today, more on those chariot street racers that are staying one step ahead of the soldiers, and also the new who's who in relationship gossip here in Jerusalem. But first, a sad story. The young religious leader, Jesus Christ, has died. Known across the nation for his radical teachings and crazy ideals, Jesus was also known for his common disagreements with religious leaders such as the Sanhedrin and the Pharisees, but his shocking death is still felt by many across the nation. I have here a statement. Christ died this past Friday, surrounded by friends, family, soldiers, religious leaders, and an angry mob. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have read that. It says here that Jesus was crucified for unknown reasons. A popular poll believes that he was crucified by the Jewish religious leaders because of his teachings, but that can't be it. Lots of people have disagreed with the religious leaders, but none of them have been sentenced to death over it, and I'm sorry, I'm doing it again. Reading in the notes. Sorry. Back to the story. Jesus Christ died Friday afternoon at the age of 33. His death was so sudden that his family had no time to prepare for a proper burial or funeral. His funeral has been scheduled for later this morning. As soon as some family and close friends can prepare the body with the appropriate spices and procedures, they will begin. Access Jerusalem has a man at the Jerusalem Cemetery for special exclusive coverage of Jesus Christ's funeral. Thomas, can you hear us?
Yes, Ziva, I can hear you. Hello, Access Jerusalem. I am Thomas Davidson, coming to you live from the Jerusalem Cemetery. And just behind me, you can see the mourners have started to arrive for Jesus Christ's funeral. I learned from one of the funeral attendees that this isn't even Christ's family tomb. The family was from Nazareth and Bethlehem. No claims of plot in the capital, so Christ's mother Mary was forced to get this tomb from an acquaintance, Joseph of Arimathea. No one else has been buried inside yet.
That's fascinating. What a sacrifice to give up an expensive family tomb for a friend.
Yeah, I was able to speak with Joseph briefly, and he said it was his honor. It was an honor. Christ had given and sacrificed so much during his ministry in the past 3 years that Mr. of Arimathea felt it was the least he could do. He said he believed everything Jesus spoke was true, and he didn't deserve the punishment at all.
Were you able to find out what's been planned for the ceremony today?
It's going to be a fairly quiet funeral. There's going to be some musicians setting up for a song they wrote in Christ's honor. Other than that, there isn't much planned, but after a few women prepare the body for the funeral, if they can just get the stone out of the way.
Stone?
Yeah, there's a giant stone over the entrance of the tomb. I'm sure you can see it. But that's not the real problem. The religious leaders were so nervous that, some rebels might steal the body that they put two Roman guards, placed outside the tomb all weekend. Entering the tomb even now, prepare the body, they said it's just caught up in a bunch of red tape.
Can you imagine guarding a tomb? That's crazy. Well, we have to break for commercial, but we will check back in with you, Thomas, once it's a little closer to the funeral ceremony.
Are you recently betrothed? Are you planning a wedding soon? Then give Kano Wedding Planners a call. We provide an affordable wedding experience from food and drink, location, goats that make clean up a breeze, and even flower girl recommendations for people that don't know kids. Kano Wedding Planners. Book us for a miraculous wedding experience.
Crucified, lay behind a stone. You live to die, rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall and thought of me above all.
Welcome back to Access Jerusalem. I'm Ziva Goldberg, and the clip we just showed was from the public funeral service of Jesus Christ. There are a few women that are going to be arriving shortly to prepare the body for burial, and then the funeral will officially begin. I have here a statement released by the family. Christ was born to Mary and Joseph de Carpenter in the small town of Bethlehem as part of Caesar Augustus' census 30 years ago. You all remember what a crazy day that was. Woo! Anyways, back to the note. Interestingly enough, Christ didn't really step into the public eye until 3 years ago when he began traveling around the country, sharing his teachings with all kinds of people. While we here at Access Jerusalem have heard of Jesus Christ, we were unsure of the content of his teachings, so we tried to interview several of his closest friends who actually called themselves his disciples, but none were available for comment.
Yes?
We're from Access Jerusalem.
How did you find us? I mean, no comment.
Fortunately, Thomas was able to find a follower of Jesus that was willing to talk to us. Thomas?
I'm here with Esther. She was a Christ follower for over 2 years. Esther, what can you tell us about Christ's teachings?
Well, Christ was no ordinary man. He did miracles. He taught us teachings from the Old Testament. He explained the prophets in a way that the rabbis just have not been able to. He spoke with love and kindness to everyone, not just the rich and the powerful. He looked upon the lowly and the destitute. Jesus Christ is God's Son. He did miracle after miracle. He fed the hungry. He prayed for the blind and they received their sight. The deaf ears were open, and he raised people from the dead. Jesus Christ was the Son of God. Before he died, he promised that he would rise again and come back to those that believed in him. So while we don't know what's going to happen over the next few weeks and months, I know it's not the end.
Oh, well, thank you, Esther, for your kind words. I hate to say it, but since we're standing here in a cemetery, I think Jesus' story has come to an end. Death is the biggest end I can think of. Oh, look at that. I believe I see the ladies are here to prepare the body. They're coming down the path, and they should be here in a minute or two.
All right, Thomas, we have to take another commercial break, but when we come back, it should be about time for the funeral to start.
Do you need to spice up your wardrobe this Passover season? Are you looking for something new that won't break the bank? Then hurry into Plato's Closet. You'll find great savings on gently used robes, sandals, wedding and burial clothes for men, women, and children of all ages. Plato's Closet, right off Dirt Road number 2.
Welcome back to Access Jerusalem. I'm Ziva. Our exclusive coverage of Jesus Christ's funeral should begin in a few moments. Ah! What was that? Felt like an earthquake. Thomas, what happened? Thomas, are you there?
Yes, Ziva, I'm here. We're all right. At least I think we are.
What happened?
I really don't know how to explain it. I don't even think I believe it yet.
Thomas, what happened to the tomb? Did that earthquake roll the stone away?
No, the earthquake didn't move the stone. I don't know what, but it caused it. And then when it rolled away, a man walked out. I think it might have been Jesus. Jesus. I don't know. He looked at me, and then I believed everything that, Esther had said about him. And then, he is the Son of God. He came to save me. He came to save everyone. Oh, somehow he defeated death, and it's just going to change the world forever, Ziva.
Thomas, I've never seen you so excited about anything. Are you sure you saw Jesus come out of that tomb? Everyone here at the studio, we saw those crucifixion pictures from Friday. Jesus most definitely died 3 days ago.
Oh, I know he died, but I also know he's alive again, and my life's never going to be the same. I have to go find the disciples.
Thomas! Well, I don't really know what that was about, folks. We here at Access Jerusalem will continue to bring you information as it becomes available. Thank you for tuning in to our exclusive coverage of Jesus Christ's funeral, resurrection, funeral. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Ziva Goldberg, and Access Jerusalem. I'm going to go find my co-hosts and maybe those disciples, because shalom.